Hey, hey, hey.
Hi, folk. What it is, though?
What's happening? We are back and in action. I apologize for being a little bit dark. I had to take a playbook out of Drake's playbook. You know what I mean? I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. You heard?
Okay.
So
that makes you feel a lot better. And all the light skinned people out there.
You light skinned it too? What are you talking about, Poppy?
Yeah, but I'm a little darker than you because I get really ashy. So that's my proof.
Boy, I get ashy too. You ain't seen these heels.
Go down. Yes, I have. I have seen those heels actually.
Go down.
Yeah, they're pretty ashy.
Down. All
pretty
right.
Pretty chalky.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. How have you been? How's your vacay away from the pod been?
I mean, it's been great actually. I've been just working steadily. I started boxing not too long ago.
Hey.
I'm trying to get my health up because, your health is wealth, as they say. And, I've just been working ever since I got off that plane in Dominican Republic, or from Dominican Republic, I'd say June 1st. I think from June 1st through like July 7th, I worked consecutively. Like I worked those days straight. That's more than a month. And a lot was accomplished, and I'm proud of myself. And I'm just making progress every day. And I'm just looking forward to greater things. My move is coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
I also started a new position. I'm going to start a new position starting August 1st, to be exact.
Congratulations.
It's going to be something where I can just work from home and basically generate, I'd say, almost the same amount of money that I was generating out in the street. The only difference is I'll be in the comfort of my own suite, which is a good thing because it eliminates expenses, such as tickets, such as food, such as gasoline.
Exactly.
You already know how that shit is set up today.
Tolls, all that shit.
Tolls, all that kind of stuff. So it kind of like, it evens things out in a sense in terms of, expenses, and it eliminates a few because that's just the way life is, but I'm rolling with the punches. Everything is great on this end, and again, we're just steadily working, to reach that prize.
Yes,
and everyone will know about that prize, in the near future, definitely. But everything is all right. Otherwise, spiritually, I'm fine. Emotionally has been a little bit of a roller coaster, with a few personal things that have been happening in my life. But, I'm a warrior. So I just take things one day at a time. And that's about it at this moment. How about you? How was your vacation? What have you been doing prior to this, sir?
I have been kind of, I moved. Me and Grace moved into our new space. We moved in on July 4th. We love it here so far. It's huge. It's
tranquil.
You've been here. You helped us move in.
Right.
So it's been nice, man. It's been nice getting things unpacked.
Right.
Putting things away. Like I couldn't find a keyboard this morning. That's why I had to run and go get a keyboard before we started. Obviously, I haven't found my ring light yet. So they're still getting little things together. But outside of that, man, I'm happy. Mentally, it's been a little bit rough. I lost a friend of mine during this time.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so I don't want to. Personally, I don't really want to use his name right now, and I think that's not what I'm here for. But R.I.P. to my homie. You know who you are. Everybody knows who you are. It's not a secret if you know me. So I've been dealing with that. It's not been as easy as I thought it would be. It was never going to be easy. Losing someone isn't easy, but this one was extra heavy because it weighed on me different.
Right. And the way it transpired too.
Right.
Very unfortunate.
So I've been dealing with that, and just now I'm getting ready. I'm looking forward to getting back on here, getting back focused and everything. As far as just me, I've not been that focused. I could be on certain things, so I'm looking forward to kind of gaining that focus in a new space with new energy. you know. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Before
sounds
we
great.
start, before we start
Yep.
today, before we start, I want to say happy first birthday to my nephew Braxton. His birthday
Hey,
was this weekend. He
that's
turned
what's up.
one. My sister Diamond's youngest baby. He turned one. He is adorable. I will post a picture of him covered in cake and joy on on the page today at some point. And yeah,
That's
man.
so
So
cool.
your uncle loves you. Braxton, your uncle loves you. Bam is Bam's little brother. So Bam, you already know how we go, bro. I love you, Neff.
Of
Love you all.
course.
Diamond, Brandon, I love you all.
The
I
love is all
appreciate
there.
y'all.
Happy
So
birthday, Brandon.
yeah. Also, Braxton's not the only one with a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yes, that's my little girl. She's turning 6 today, and I'm excited. She kind of summoned me to be there, but I let her know, due to a few, circumstances, I couldn't make it. But I'll definitely be there in spirit because she actually lives in a different country, and this is my little girl that I'm speaking of, Pafo. And she just graduated kindergarten, so she's fully excited. She's on vacay at the moment, so she's
Hey.
making trips everywhere, around the island at the moment. And I'm just excited, and I'm also proud because she, similar to marriage, when it's life changing, I feel like when you have a little one, that you take care of, it's also life changing as well. And she's inspired me in so many ways that she can't even imagine or can't even fathom at this moment. And I'm just so proud of that fact that when I wake up in the morning, sometimes we have those moments where we're like, I don't feel like going to work today, but I think of her, and instantly I get up off from the bed, and I just do what I have to do, as a man, as a father figure, and as her father, basically. And it's something that I cherish. It's something that I hold pretty much dear, and she means so much to me. And you know, she won't understand what I'm saying because she speaks a different language.
Right.
She speaks Spanish. She's a Spanish speaker. She obviously lives in Dominican Republic, but
Feliz cumpleaños. Hey.
yeah, we pronounce it. It looks like Sarade here, but we pronounce it Sari. That's the way we pronounce it.
Sari.
So it's Sari. Yeah.
Wait. Feliz cumpleaños, Sari. Hey.
Yeah. So shout out to her. Big shout outs.
Yes, happy birthday to the babies.
Yep.
I think this is a great segue to the first segment,
Mm-hmm.
back from vacation.
Vacay.
I watched the baby be born.
Oh wow.
Yes.
You've never seen a baby be born?
I've watched the baby be born.
Yeah.
I've watched it before.
I saw it once on I think it was National Geographic.
I watch baby animals be born all the time on National Geographic.
Yeah. No, but I saw a human baby born, I think, as well.
Yeah, I don't remember where I was watching it. This was not in person, but I was high and there was a television show on,
Right.
and it was following about how the whole process inside works, like the the water breaking, and how, like, beforehand it even showed the doctors. It was following this woman's birth, like it was
Right.
following a whole pregnancy,
Okay.
and it showed how during this woman's pregnancy, like during her ultrasounds, like the doctors would come in and like move the baby around because the baby wasn't facing the right way,
Right.
on some shit like that. And I had never seen no shit like that first. Like, you got two doctors in there pushing and pulling on this woman's belly to turn the baby the right way.
Whoa.
Because yeah, like it was just crazy. Like they turned the baby the whole correct way on the inside, right? And then from that point, they were talking to her about how things are gonna go, and they're showing, like, they have like a model of what is happening inside of her belly, outside, and then they show what happens to the cervix, and it was just all was happening, and then the baby came out, and they showed the baby come out. And first off, if you've done this before, congratulations and shout out to you. Okay. Shout out to my mama.
Definitely.
Shout out to all the mamas
mamas
who have ever given birth ever.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that it ain't pretty.
No, it's not a walk in the park.
No, it ain't pretty. I don't watch the nigga pass out. I don't watch the nigga or two pass out.
Of course.
It don't look like no fun. It don't look like nothing I ever want to partake in. Like if somebody was like, "Hey, do you want to try a childbirth?" I would quickly decline.
Right.
I don't want any of that. Like, have you seen the other videos where they like hook you up?
Yeah, I've seen that.
to feel pregnancy, to feel like period pain.
Yeah,
shit like that.
I've seen those videos. Yeah.
If somebody would have come up to me and be like,
and
"Hey,"
you see dudes squealing.
Right. If somebody would have come up to me and be like, "Hey, you want to know what it's like to feel a period pain?" I mean, you know what? Yeah, I do. I kind of do. Like I wouldn't mind that experience. You want to know what cramps are like? Yeah, sure. Hit me up. Hit me with some of these. You want to know what bloating feel like? Yeah, sure. Hit me with some of these. I'm down to try a couple things to learn and to understand. I don't want to understand this. I don't want to know anything about what's happening here.
Nah, I'm not interested.
No, I don't.
Those are one of the exceptions or one of the things that I wouldn't want to try at all. Like I'm just not interested.
It was the scariest horror movie of all time.
Without having to try it.
It was terrible and beautiful all at the same time. Because the second it was over, this beautiful little, well, okay, I'm lying. Because babies, they're not beautiful when they come out.
Well, newborns, certain newborns, yeah, they look, a little different.
They are covered in slime. And
they look a little different.
They look like small reptiles.
Something like that.
Yeah. And that's not when I want the baby either. This is why I don't have kids yet. Because the doctor would try to hand that to me and I'd be like, "Nope, that's yours. Nope. Nope, that's all for you."
Yeah, you can keep that. you can medicate that, whatever it is.
Whatever, just bring it back when they put it back in the microwave for like 30 seconds and then bring it back.
Exactly. Bring it back ready made.
Exactly. Like, I don't want this.
Without sagging parts.
But that is how babies are made. Mm-hmm. And that's what happens when you drink too much tequila and don't wear condoms.
Yeah, that pretty much has an effect.
Yeah, so I just wanted to share.
I think
I saw Baby Be Born.
I think off rip, now that you're talking about that, about newborns, looking, weirdish, is the fact that my niece Demi, actually, she was a newborn. And she was Demi. Very, very, very pretty, for a newborn. Like, she's one of like the few newborns that I can think off the back of my mind that was absolutely beautiful as that newborn. Yeah. I
was not attractive baby. When the baby, like when I first came out,
right?
My mama had to shape my head because it was pointy.
Okay. So you look like a cone head.
Yeah, I was cute after like 4 or 5 days, but initially
you was all fucked up.
Nah, I looked like a little alien.
Right.
I looked like a little alien. I was not attractive.
And a lot of babies look like that as soon as they come out. They have this like alien lineage. That's why a lot of people out there feel like that we come from aliens, because of those reasons exactly. Mm-hmm.
I feel like babies, like, I don't know. I just feel like that's how babies.
Hey! Leave my cup alone. Leave my cup out of this.
I feel like
I went to TJ Maxx and I couldn't find anything else. I wanted to find a big cup just to have water in, and the only thing they had was this. So that's why I bought it. And I bought it around July 4th, so I'm assuming this is why.
Was it on sale?
Yeah, that shit was on sale. It sure was.
That's trash. All right, but yeah, babies, they aren't attractive. And I feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm immature, and maybe I don't. Maybe it's because I don't have kids yet. But like I said, when that baby come out, you can keep that. That's for you. You hold on to that.
For the first few days at least, right?
Yeah, you can keep that right there. That's for you.
Baby. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. As long as it's for the first few days and not, for months.
No. Give it to his mother. Let him and his mama bond. Like, you know what I mean? Let them get that going.
Exactly. Alien love.
All right. Next up. I don't know how we got here. But Orlando Brown claims Bow Wow has some bomb pussy. I know y'all can't really see my face right now, but I'm just shaking my head slightly with my eyes closed and looking down. And I don't know why Orlando Brown. First off, I can't continue to blame Orlando Brown. I can't, because y'all keep giving this nigga platforms to come and say this outlandish shit. Right. And that's part of why he keeps getting on these platforms.
Hello.
Is because he's going to come say the most outlandish shit on earth.
Mm-hmm.
He be high. He be high. This nigga, oh my God. They say you ain't never seen Bow Wow and Lil Mama in the same place at the same time.
And there's a reason why.
But we're going to leave that alone.
Mm-hmm.
We're not starting rumors here. Stop that. Lil Mama from the hood. She from Harlem.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So shout out to Lil Mama and Harlem. But
she nice with it too.
It's just jokes, people. Relax the fuck out your feelings.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, like for me, like Orlando Brown, you gotta stop the fuck shit.
No, don't. I love it.
This nigga is the antagonist. You gotta stop the fuck shit.
I love it.
Bro, I feel like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
Right.
The first time he said this shit, I realized the shock factor that came with it. And I don't know if niggas believed it or not. Like, I was like, when I heard it, I was like, yo, this nigga high. Like, I don't believe what he's saying. Like, it's Orlando Brown. Right. He is high. He didn't really know what he's saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when Bow Wow came back, I actually, believe it or not, I really like how Bow Wow approached the comeback. He was like, yo, like, we know he's sick. He's a legend. Like he pretty much was like, come on, y'all. Like, you know this nigga be tripping out. Like, I'm trying to, he tried to give him all the love and respect that you would give your crackhead uncle at the barbecue. Right. You know what I mean? Like, he's still my uncle. Like, you know what I mean? I love him. He be a little bit high. He be saying some shit sometimes, but that's still my uncle and shit.
It's still all love, right?
And then that nigga Orlando Brown came back and doubled down with the video. That nigga did a whole nother video. He was like, "Wow, you just gotta be honest and tell him that you got the bomb ass pussy." And like, nigga did a whole Instagram post responding to Bow Wow, thanking him for calling me a legend, and then proceeded to tell him he needed to tell the world about that bomb ass pussy. Now, at this point, Bow Wow, I don't know what I would have did. I know what I would have did, but there's no real positive response for what, because at this point now, I got to come see you, Antonio Brown. You out here telling the interwebs that I got some bomb ass pussy. Not once, but twice. Now I got to come see you.
Personal visits, huh?
They both fell off at the same time, too. Listen, y'all think them Disney kids don't be getting freaked? Oh, nah, come on, son. Them Disney.
That's a fact, Disney bro. That's a fact.
Them little Disney kids, they definitely be out here getting their freak on.
Oh, of course.
But I don't believe. I'm
sorry. And them Disney kids, while they were in Disney, doing whatever they were doing, they were getting their freak on too. I wouldn't be surprised.
But I would be surprised if Orlando Brown was fucking Bow Wow. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not believing that. Like, there's a lot of things I believe.
So
I'm
what
not
you're
believing
saying is,
that.
in other words, you're cynical, but you're not that cynical when it comes to that.
I know a lot of stuff goes on, bro, but I'm not believing. They're about the same age.
I mean, Dave Chappelle has been telling us that
right, but
for years of
they're like
how
the same
crazy and how
age.
weird Hollywood could be. So it's like there's certain things that
My thing is that they're about the same age, and I'm not hearing it. Like to me, it's because nah, I'm not with it. 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 I'm not hearing it, and it has nothing to do.
I'm just telling you, bro. Some people do some strange things
You know what?
for a
Let's
piece
go
of
ahead.
change.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic because I think that'll move us on perfectly. Chicago rapper Lil Wop comes out as bisexual.
That's fantastic, actually.
I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I give him full credit because in such a, I'd say, homophobic and such a machismo-driven culture that we have at the moment when it comes to music, when it comes to hip-hop, when it comes to reggaeton, when it comes to dembow, when it comes to many other genres of music, that there's just so much masculinity. I actually give him a ton of credit for coming out like that because at least he's being sincere and he's being honest, because I'm sure there's a lot of rappers out here, I'm not going to mention any names, that we've all thought that they've had a little bit of sugar in their tank as well, but they're not willing to have the wits or the bravery or the courage to come out and just say it, you know? So, you know, shout outs to Lil Wop. You know, you got to live your reality. You got to live your truth, in other words. And kudos to that man. I can't say anything else about that.
I don't think that he 4 years too late. The record deal for just being gay already been handed out. Boy, no, they ain't. They giving out contract, bro. You ain't seen the LGBT community plus community checkbook yet, boy. Them checks is the money over there.
Lucrative.
You ain't never seen no money like that. They always gonna have room for another one. Always gonna have room for another one.
Yeah.
I feel exactly like you feel on this one. I don't care. Like as a person, just as a person, I never gave a fuck who you was fucking in the first place.
It's not my business.
It's not my business to give a fuck who you fucking. Like, I don't care at all. Unless I'm fucking you.
Or unless you're Boosie or something like that.
That nigga said, unless you Boosie. I'm not gonna snap while we here. I'm gonna take this 30 seconds. I had them Boosie ramen. Shit was fire. I ain't gonna stand on you. I had 2 packs of it. Okay. Shit was fire. So shout out to Boosie and the ramen noodles that he got.
Bro, I haven't had ramen noodles in years.
I got a pack up there right now. I might crush it later. Sometimes we're gonna get back to the struggle shit that I be doing just to keep me humble. Like the other day, I came in this bitch, bro, and we're gonna get back to this. You know what? No, fuck it.
Struggle meals.
I'm gonna get right back to Lil Wop in a second. But yeah, I was making. I forgot what I think
it's WOP, by the way, bro. But
it is. It is. It's WOP. I spelled it.
You think about Cardi B over there?
Wow. Yeah, hold on. Let me correct this. Yeah, I spelled it incorrectly.
Boom, boom.
Hold up. Spell this man's name.
Big Sean vibes. Hold up.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Little Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. There we go.
But yeah, I was doing something the other day, and I was like, yeah, I just had like a ribeye steak in the fridge, and we had some broccoli, and we had some salmon. I was hungry, and I ain't had no real snacks in the crib.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I pulled out some bread, some ketchup, a little bit of cheese, like just a slice of cheese.
Okay. That was the meal?
Yeah, I just made some pizza. I spread the ketchup on the bread, threw the pizza on it, put it in the microwave. And my wife come in there, my wife go, baby, you know we got sauce, so we got garlic bread, we got stuff like you can make a pizza. I was like, We actually had pizza in the freezer.
Right.
We had like DiGiorno pizza in it. I was like, nah, this is struggle meal. I know we got all that good shit, but the struggle meal is supposed to taste how I remember it tasting back in the day.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
it kind of takes you back.
yeah,
You do it for the nostalgia kind of
exactly.
sort of to
if
remain
it don't
humble.
Taste how it tasted when I was struggling, and it still be banging. It still be banging.
Yeah, of course.
The struggle meal still be banging, but it need to taste like it did when I was struggling. We don't need to spruce it up. I don't care. You mad? This nigga kept you mad? You mad? I'm not. Look, I promise you, Kel, I'm not gonna argue with you. I promise you. It was go to your kitchen right now. Go to your kitchen. I know you're probably listening to us on the phone. Go to your kitchen. Pull down 2 slices of bread. Put some ketchup on the bread. Spread it around. Not a lot. We ain't trying to drown the bread. We just want to moisten the bread just a little bit. Put it in the middle, take a spoon, spread it around like you would some real pizza sauce.
Exactly.
Put a slice of cheese
or some
on
peanut
top.
Butter and jelly.
Exactly. Put a slice of cheese on top. Put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Just let it slightly melt. And go ahead and eat that. And I bet you that's the best goddamn snack you done had all goddamn day. Bet you don't know no better than that snack right there. Anyway, back to Lil Wop liking men. I don't care if he's bisexual. I don't care. I don't care.
Both.
Yeah,
too.
But we don't. But no one's. But it don't make headline news because he likes women. We know why we here.
Of course,
we know why we here.
We here because he said he was bisexual.
We here because he's bisexual. Because he admits to liking transgenders and he likes men. His explanation was that he's super masculine. He likes anything that comes off effeminate. Why do y'all care so much?
Mm-hmm.
Why do y'all care so much? I don't give a fuck if he was fucking. As long as he's not fucking children and doing shit like that, as some of y'all seem to just overlook, y'all invite that weird ass uncle, touch kids and shit to your house, but you're gonna judge a nigga who openly gay. Shut up. I'm not.
Yeah,
y'all.
It's like, come on.
Shout out to WAP. I hope you living your best life out there. I hope you just being great.
Yeah, and just doing what you have to do for yourself. That's it.
First off, Cuddy, we're not doing this.
What's going on, Cuddy? Oh no.
I think that's the same one. Yeah, out of Chicago.
I'm not too sure. Okay.
Yeah. So, shout out. Now we know what happened to that boy. Anyway, now we're gonna go ahead.
All pun intended with that.
Did y'all see that new John Wick trailer?
Yo, bro, I'll be honest, I haven't seen it.
Fire.
But I imagine he's shooting more people. So what's the difference?
First off, it's not a sandwich. Okay, you niggas are uncultured, so I'm not gonna have arguments on my show with uncultured niggas who out here judging my struggle meals because they was different than your struggle meals. Okay. Look, we done moved on in life, and we not having to have struggle meals because we having them no more. Right. We having struggle meals as ways to stay humble. Okay. Right? Okay. I'm not arguing with you heathens right now. Can't go to it. I'm not arguing with you heathens. I'm not doing this today.
Not all today, right. Satan.
So, what was different? Nothing. It's just more amazing John Wick shit.
Right. More shooting and
more fighting and samurai swords.
This one has samurai swords.
Got samurai swords.
Oh, that's an upgrade.
Samurai swords and nunchucks. I was watching a beat a nigga face in with nunchucks.
Oh wow! Okay.
This looked great.
MMA John Wick.
And it was more dogs because they gotta have some sort of dogs.
Okay.
More dogs.
So you saw a few Rottweilers, a few pit bulls in it?
Yeah, it was out here.
Okay.
It was out here.
And what's this one, like the 5th installment?
The first off is the 4th, so stop hating. It's the 4th. You just don't like anything good. You love to sit by mediocre shit and then you want to scream out about.
So John Wick is superior. Okay,
it is incredible.
All right,
it is incredible.
This is coming from a person who saw that movie with those sharks. What was it, Sharknado or something like that? It's
first off, Sharknado was classic.
Right.
Sharknado. John Wick is a killing version of Fast and the Furious. It is, but it's amazing. It's like, how many ways can we figure out to kill a nigga on camera?
Shit. It's just the same redundant shit, movie after movie after movie. I am good on that shit. I ain't wasting my money on that. I'll wait till it comes out on Telemundo with the subtitles.
Not on Telemundo. You're not gonna watch on the regular shit. Telemundo? Oh, you was
yeah, I'm hating right now.
Trifling. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move into, for those who want to stay, we're gonna move on to a little bit of the Marvel talks from Comic-Con yesterday. Y'all are more than welcome to stay. We appreciate everybody who's staying, who's listening. There go a couple people, they dropping off the Marvel stuff. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, Marvel Phase 5 was announced yesterday at Comic-Con San Diego. Yep. They did an amazing job at Comic-Con San Diego. There was a bunch of stuff they talked about Phase 5. They did a lot, man. They did a lot.
I mean, when doesn't Marvel do a lot? They do so much.
Yeah, you know what? That is
so much on deck with them.
That is actually a perfect way of talking about it. But before we get there, did you see any of the stuff from Comic-Con yesterday?
I saw only a few things. That's it.
Okay, so they let go of they put up the whole here we go, the whole timeline. And please, I'm gonna just go from the beginning of the timeline. And we got Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania, February 17th, 2023.
Right.
Then we got Secret Invasion, which is Disney, going straight to Disney, spring 2023. Guardians of the Galaxy, May 5th, 2023.
Yeah, Daredevil.
Echo is next. That's straight to Disney. Loki season 2, summer of next year, straight to Disney. The Marvels, which is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Miss Marvel, it's fire. Miss Marvel on Disney was fire. Then we got Blade in November. Ironheart is going straight to Disney in the fall.
Did you hear about the She-Hulk as well?
Yeah, we're going to get there.
Okay.
Agatha, Covenant of Chaos in the winter. Daredevil, Born Again on Disney. Right. Captain America, New World Order, May 3rd.
Woo!
And Thunderbolts, July 20th, 2024.
Right.
Not to mention the She-Hulk trailer that they released with Bruce Banner and so on and so forth. Man, hold up. I have zero interest in seeing the next Black Panther. We're gonna get there. Avengers Kang movie gonna be stupid. Yeah. Big facts. Kill the Ant-Man shit. We don't fuck with. I love Ant-Man. Shut your ass up. Miss Marvel wasn't better than Moon Knight or Loki. Did I say it was better than Moon Knight or Loki? I said it was good. I don't think Miss Marvel was better than Loki or Moon Knight either. I do think it was a really well done, like cinematically done. I love. You know, I'm a huge fan of how things are shot and cinematography and all that type of stuff. Kev is the director. He should fucking know this. So I'm not having this argument with him. So I love how it was shot. I am absolutely enamored with how Miss Marvel was filmed.
Right.
Was not just filmed, but directed, edited, everything about it to me. Right. It was incredible. It was also directed to a younger to a younger
generation.
demographic.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But that part of it is, to me, is what made it stand out so much. It was
From an
so
optic standpoint.
alive. It was so alive, bro. It was incredible.
Right.
Moon Knight, to me, though, might be the best thing smoking. I keep having this conversation. I think Moon Knight might have been the best thing smoking, though. Loki was a very close second. Right. Loki to me.
So you'd have Moonlight first, Loki second, and then Miss Marvel, or Miss Marvel over Loki.
Neither. I would have
like a two-way tie, I guess.
No, it would be for me.
Mm-hmm.
It would be Moon Knight, Loki, and then Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Okay, I see what you mean.
What bothers me a lot about this is that it's not, and I don't want to downplay it because WandaVision was fire to me when it came out, but it just goes to show you when you do something really well and you continue to do things really well, your really good doesn't look really good against your great.
Right.
Like, because WandaVision was dope. Like, the concept of it, even how it was shot, like, it was dope to me. And now we look back at WandaVision like, Personally, I say Loki over Moon Knight. Moon Knight did have a couple of dry spots. I mean, personally, I like Moon Knight. It might just be my style of storyteller. I'm gonna go back to the recast T'Challa. I don't know why, we don't know how yet, but I do think the fact that they are embracing and addressing the death of Chadwick Boseman straight off top in the new one. We're just gonna go ahead and get there to the Wakanda Forever trailer. I do think the fact that they are addressing it off top, that he is in fact gone in the next movie, I think that is a big deal. I think that leads us to doing whatever, whatever it was that they're gonna do with it. I'm not with recasting T'Challa right now. I'm not. I don't like it. I don't really want to see it recasted right now.
I can understand that from where you're coming from.
No, but no matter where we go with it, I'm like, people say they really want to see it recasted, and there are a few people who want to see it recasted. But I think on the whole, nobody is going to truly be able to look at T'Challa going forward if he is recasted.
Yeah.
And be okay with it. WandaVision was fire, but it kind of
you're right.
Felt kind of kiddie compared to Loki and Moon. I could accept that, but I still feel like it was. Correct. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, bro. I still feel like it was a great starting point for the MCU's series. That's just how I feel.
Okay.
Black Panther 2 is just a money grab hype train. The movie guaranteed. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. The trailer I saw was a piece of artwork. The trailer I saw was a piece of art. The trailer I saw was amazingly done.
I mean, I feel like it won't be as successful as the first Black Panther, obviously, but it won't be trash.
It won't be as successful because just to me, one, not having Black Panther,
of course,
that alone, not having T'Challa is going to affect the film. So not having Chadwick Boseman itself, but
exactly.
We still have Winston Duke. We still have Angela Bassett. We still have all these very strong Black characters who have all had many strong arcs. And we're getting Ironheart. We're getting Riri. Like, we have a lot of strong black characters in this to carry it. And this can play out a lot of different. We don't know how it's gonna play out yet. Don't get it fucked up. Like no. Hold on. We're gonna get there. Hold on. They should show Black Panthers for about 5 years and recast like James Bond. I would be okay with not recasting for about 5-10 years, just because it looks visually. Just because it looks good visually don't mean. Want to watch a Batman movie without Batman? They have it. It's called Titans.
Yep.
They have a whole video game coming out in October that has an entire following, including myself, called Gotham Knights, which is literally about Batman dying. Finally.
Yep.
So yes, I would like to watch a Batman movie without Batman.
Yeah. It makes for an interesting twist, I think, on things.
It's just one of those things where, like, people have to understand, as much as
it's like when Superman died, you know, when Doomsday killed him.
You can't see it here, and most people can't see this, but this is my guy.
Right.
This is my guy that sits here with me. If you don't follow the comic books, you have no idea who this is. This is the Batman who laughs. This is what happened when Joker finally gets to Batman and gets him his serum, and there is no more Batman. There's just this crazy Joker character who actually ends up getting the Superman and turning him into a Joker. Mm-hmm. And there is no more Batman. There's no more Superman. Just really, really good Jokers.
Right.
We're not going to talk about Gotham Knights, and you're not going to sit up here and talk about Gotham Knights either. And a Batman Beyond movie would be hella fire. I like the kid who plays Dick Grayson now.
Right.
I like the kid who plays Dick Grayson the Titan now. I like him. He's dope. And he fits it as Nightwing.
So he's sprinkling DC in here too. All right.
Nice. Yeah, he's going way too much. But back to Wakanda. I think it's gonna be dope, bro. I think it's gonna be dope. It looks great. I think there's a lot of potential for it to go up. We don't really know too much about it, but I think
we're being optimistic here with everything. Right.
The trailer looked good.
Yeah.
We know who the bad guy is. We know who.
Yeah.
Like we
have a good gist of the storyline, basically.
And Wakanda is important in Marvel regardless. So that you can't just shelf Wakanda.
Yeah.
Like you can't shelf Wakanda.
Yeah, it's very important to the Marvel culture.
Right.
On a whole.
So did you get to see the Wakanda trailer?
The Wakanda Forever trailer?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it as of yet.
All right, we gotta get back to that when you see it. Have you seen the She-Hulk?
I just read a little bit about it. Yeah, I saw the She-Hulk trailer. Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
At first, I was a little like, I don't know how this feels. This feels a whole lot different. But then I guess with time, you know, like after a few minutes, I started really thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I think this is gonna be a good thing, you know, and it's gonna add something else to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I think it's gonna be a great addition, and it's gonna empower, you know, other people as well in the process. And anything that has to do with empowerment, I'm 100% all in with it, you know. And we need to try. I just got an email. Anyway, we need to try different things. You know, as directors and producers, and you know, I just think it's a good step, you know, in the right direction. I enjoy like at first I was like, huh? Like I was taken aback a little bit, and then after that I was like, all right, I could see where this is going. I could fuck with it.
I didn't believe in it at first. Right. But after what I've seen from Marvel and Disney together so far.
Fat bag of mid.
From what I've seen, Marvel and Disney be able to pull off so far,
Right.
I'm willing to give it a chance.
That's exactly my stance.
I'm willing to give it a chance.
That's
because
exactly my stance.
I don't feel like they've had a bad series yet.
Right.
They haven't put out a bad series yet. And if WandaVision stands as the worst vision, as the worst show that they put out, that's a hell of a low tier to start from.
Right.
So even if this show is just as decent as WandaVision, that means it'll still be good. Right. Like, we're not expecting it. I'm not expecting it to necessarily be groundbreaking. But I expect.
But I think it's something different for a different demographic of people. I think, and I believe the She-Hulk first appeared in the 1980s. You know, folk, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, it's these characters that I feel like they feel they're not getting enough light. So at this moment in time, they're willing to try to see, you know, if there's something a little bit more. Because I feel like these were one of these characters in She-Hulk that was kind of like buried and like, you know, put to the back of the bus, you know, in other words. And, you know, I feel like now with technology, the way effects are, you know, the way things are being storylined, I think, you know, we can at least give it a try. Yep. Just, you know, just a chance. Because you just never know. You just never know. I mean, there's things that maybe we used to consume back in the day that we wish we had today again, you know, because you just don't know what would happen or what the result would be or what the reaction would be to it. So, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with ever trying something ever again, you know, or trying something that was existing and didn't get enough light to now, you know, trying to give it that light to see what happens with it.
I agree. I agree.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
I highly agree. I think worst case scenario it'll be good enough to watch. I don't think it's gonna be bad. You know, it'll be cool.
It'll be a decent watch, I think.
Yeah, it'll be a decent watch. Yeah. I haven't watched Thor. I'm gonna try to get to that. I'm trying to get to watch Nope this weekend.
Okay. I've heard of that one. Nope.
That's the new Peel movie.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to that. I'm trying to get to Black Phone. I found a drive-through movie theater that is showing both, and I wanted to go last night. They're showing.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, man, but they don't let dogs in, so I couldn't take Harley.
I
don't understand that. We sit.
Wait a second, but the dog is gonna be in your car.
Exactly. So I don't understand that shit.
Why can't you see the movie with a dog?
The dog is in my fucking car. Why the fuck are they like? Oh, we only take dogs on Sunday. I said, so what the fuck difference do it make if she sit in my back seat today or tomorrow?
Right.
What the West Bill Summer fuck Berg place is this?
Yeah,
the fuck?
Crazy.
Although I'm not gonna stunt it. Because the dog might bark. Fuck them white people. Fuck them white people and fuck that place. Although I'm probably gonna go back tonight. But
terrible.
Because I really want to see these movies.
Terrible.
Man.
I feel bad for Harley already.
I want to see these movies, dog. So, but yeah, man. So I don't want to hear no dog barking during the movie. Nobody want to hear you barking during the movie neither, but you can't help it, can you? You're just gonna show up and just be your genuine dog self.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to come on the show sometime, bro. Come up here. Come kick some shit sometime. Whenever you got a little bit of time, come up here on the show. That we'll make it happen.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I think I've said enough. I don't have nothing else to talk about. Jay, you got anything extra to talk about?
At this moment, football's not too far away from us, actually. The preseason, I believe, is going to start. I think the first game is on the 5th of next month, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So football is almost here. Basketball free agency is going crazy at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of speculation on everything going on surrounding Brooklyn, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. So that's going to be very interesting. I even heard trade proposals about 5 teams involved, within these talks as well, with the Knicks trying to get in too, especially the Donovan Mitchell sweepstakes, with the is it Donovan Mitchell? Spider? That's his name?
Oh no. There we go. Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. Donovan Mitchell. Tell Stevie J take that big ass clock down. It's 2022. Lord have mercy.
Well, I don't know. Like, I feel like when people express themselves like that, is because they really can't tell the time, like within a second, because they're so digital, so they don't understand this time. Like in the first 5 seconds, they have to really look at it like if it's hieroglyphics. So I understand where your boy coming from.
Oh, got him. Here we go. Yeah. I didn't touch on football or basketball because
just
those are yeah. Those are deeper conversations that I definitely want to have. Like I want to talk to you about what the fuck the front office of the Cleveland Browns were thinking
by giving $230 million guaranteed.
This man has 66 women
lawsuits, right?
Who have accused him. 66 masseuses. Mm-hmm. All of them are masseuses. Why? Okay, I know I'm not supposed to say this because I'm supposed to be non-biased as the media person, and I'm supposed to just kick information. Appreciate you, bro. I'm supposed to just kick information. That nigga got 66 bitches claiming he did the same exact thing. That nigga did that shit. He did that shit. He did it.
What's the saying?
What y'all? He did that shit.
Listen, what's the saying?
Watson did that shit.
What is the saying? Where there's smoke, there's fire.
This nigga has 66.
And there's no way you could go through 66 masseuses, especially during a period of a pandemic. I want to say, I'm sorry, pod folk. In the height of the pandemic, he was going through masseuses like he was going through underwears every day. That's if he takes a shower every day, which I assume he does. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt with that. So with that being said, he went through so many masseuses at that point in time. And there's players like Tom Brady who've been in the league forever, who probably haven't gone through more than 10 masseuses. And he's gone through 66 over a time period when football wasn't really active, which was during the pandemic, pod folk. So you put that into perspective. This man is, quote unquote, a professional freak. All puns intended. Like, it's just crazy.
I'm not saying, look, all I'm saying is if 1 or 2 people make claims against you, you can fight those.
Right.
If 100 people from 100 different walks of life all come together and tell the same story about you,
somebody telling the truth.
That's all. Like, so it's a game of numbers and odds at this point, and somebody is lying, and it ain't them 66 women. Not all of them. Not all of them.
Some of them.
I don't believe 66 of them is the correct number. I don't believe that all of them women were necessarily telling the truth, but I do know that if 66 of them came forward, there's a lot of them that are.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them that are.
I'm willing to say about 10.
That are telling the truth?
Yeah.
I don't know how many there are, but I know that they tell. I know he did that shit. I put it through that. I know he did that shit.
Yep.
I know that Baker Mayfield got released or traded to.
He got traded actually to the Panthers.
I know he could have stayed had he shut the fuck up during the whole season and not been talking so much shit about the fans and about Cleveland. That whole thing in Cleveland is an absolute shit show.
Pretty much.
A whole shit show. We was talking I had a conversation yesterday. Shout out to Jim, my homeboy James Manning. It's his birthday.
So hey, my guy, Jim.
But we were talking about last night at his little at this little soiree and shit. We were talking about watching.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I had a little shindig.
Okay.
You know what I mean. So we were talking about how people change when they get the new teams, or can you like? Is it possible that someone can be, one way somewhere and then leave and be, good somewhere else as a different somebody? I said, look at Brady.
Of course,
Brady left New England, and as much as I don't like, I'm gonna speak very honestly. When Brady was in New England, I hated Tom Brady. He was smug. He was cold. He was
just like his head coach.
Right, he was like Belichick. Now, when he left, that nigga got on Instagram. That nigga was out here running around with no shirt on. He got his wife
running around
kids
drunk.
Out here. Yeah, he running around drunk. He throwing parties with Grunk. He throwing subliminal shots in the background playing Chief Keef after he beat the Bears.
Yeah.
Like, Tom Brady's a funny nigga.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is entertaining as fuck now.
Pretty much.
And you know what bothers me is I said, bro, Tom Brady is getting to be who he really was, but who he couldn't be
in New England. Yeah,
but
it was.
I feel like we get robbed.
Right.
But I feel like we're getting robbed.
Well, we got robbed for 20 years.
I feel like him and Peyton would have been amazing. They were already amazing. And Tom was silent. Like, I could only imagine how good of a rivalry that would have been.
I know, right?
It's just talking about that and talking about how I don't believe Baker is going to go somewhere and be that guy for someone.
Nah, I already see him as a bridge quarterback. I think once you leave the team that drafted you, when you go to the next team, more than likely you're just going to become the bridge quarterback until a younger one is drafted, and you're going to be the mentor. Or if you don't want to be the mentor, you don't want to teach them, like that situation down in Tennessee with Tannehill and the new drafted quarterback over there. I forget his name. That quarterback. He said he wasn't willing to like mentor him or anything like that. Like, he basically shut the door on him as soon as he got into the building. Basically.
Oh, you're talking about Tua?
No. I'm talking about the Tennessee situation, the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Tannehill had mentioned something about the black quarterback that got drafted. I can't get his name at the moment, Pop Folk, but he basically said, like, listen, I'm not here to mentor you. That's
Malik
what the
Willis.
coaches do. Malik Willis, correct. Thank you. He basically said that he's not going to be in that cipher to mentor him, basically. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. Because obviously he knows that his job is at jeopardy. So, a lot of people came to him, with a lot of backlash. Or, a lot of people were basically pushing back, against those comments that he made, about Malik Willis. But, back to Carolina, I just think, I don't know. I think Baker Mayfield has reached his ceiling as a quarterback, and he's reached his ceiling, and he's not going to reach his ceiling with the Panthers either, because the Panthers are terribly run as well as an organization, and they still have Darnold there on the fold. They just need to start from scratch again, go with drafts again. I don't think there's any more left in the Baker Mayfield tank, and I'm thinking maybe sometime in the next few years, since Tom Brady's not going to be in the division anymore, they may see the light of day, but I don't think it's going to be with Baker Mayfield. Like, I felt like he reached the ceiling with Cleveland, and that's as far as we're going to get with him.
I think he has more, but we'll see. I think Baker has more, but we'll see. I think that Arizona gave up that check a little too quickly.
To Kyler Murray?
Yeah, I don't believe he's worth that quite yet. I believe that there's a lot that I believe went wrong in both.
The thing was, bro, if they didn't sign Kyler Murray, he was going to leave, and he was going to sign somewhere else for that ridiculous amount of money as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Panthers also drafted a top QB
So that's
from Ole Miss. Yeah.
So that might be the person that they're grooming. You know, they're going to be grooming Matt Corral then to see if he has anything in it. But yeah.
I also feel like there was certain like this is gonna be a weird off season because this is the first off season I felt in like 5 or 6 years where there wasn't a mega superstar in the first round.
Well, definitely, I agree with that. It was a weaker draft in that sense. Yeah. So I completely agree with you.
I don't believe that any of them.
I believe my Jets did have a fantastic draft. To be quite honest,
I believe they did too.
Yeah.
Do you believe that? Can I just want your opinion on something really quickly?
Yeah.
Do you believe that Julio Jones is worth the hassle right now?
Is he playing for? Is he with the Titans? Is that what it is?
He's with the Titans right now, but
what's going on with Julio at the moment?
Contract things, because I think he's leaving.
But leaving as a free agent, or he's retiring?
I'm gonna double check. If Kyler doesn't work out, Cliff Kingsbury is fired, and they had to resign.
Of course, they had to resign him. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Julio Jones situation.
The Julio Jones situation for me.
But he's another receiver, in a sense where he's pretty much past his prime as well.
Yeah, I agree. That doesn't mean that he's not productive.
Oh no, he can still contribute, definitely. Definitely. Because the same thing happened with Charles Woodson. Remember, he was a cornerback, and then, he switched to safety, and he was, still contributing to teams.
Hell yeah.
That. So, that doesn't mean anything. It's just after their athletic prime. That's all.
Hell yeah. Julio Jones. It says that 10 available free agents, including into training camp, include Odell Beckham Jr. and Julio Jones.
Okay, OBJ is still a free agent. Okay, or he's going to be.
No, he's a free agent.
He's actually a free agent. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. OBJ is such a question mark, in terms of like his availability, basically.
Yeah, he's a free agent. Never. Julio Jones can go out there and get a catch for 99 yards and won't get into the end zone.
Right.
Julio Jones will break 13 tackles, tight walk,
and not
catch
get
the ball behind
his
head and not get in the end zone. He'll get stopped at the one.
Right.
I don't know what it is. I think that nigga's allergic to touchdowns. I don't know.
You know who was like that? An old legend that we used to watch in Barry Sanders. I felt like there were he used to have a lot of fantastic runs, but those fantastic runs, at least up until the end of his career, didn't end in a touchdown. And it was just weird. You'd see all these amazing runs, and you're like, wow, like this is amazing, but he couldn't finish them for some reason. And you're like, what the hell?
Then there's niggas out here who can only seem to catch touchdowns.
Exactly.
Niggas that don't get looked nowhere else.
Like Chris Carter. Chris Carter comes to mind, when he used to play. All he used to do was catch touchdowns. Yeah. I mean, it's like that with football, so depend on the player,
Yeah, I don't know where Julio Jones goes and what he brings. I don't know what Odell Beckham does, but this is a good conversation. We can come back to this next week and really get in depth on where we think things are going to go. Also, next week, have you had that weird ass conversation with your family about money? We have. We're going to share how we've done it with you. And how long is enough time before you can go ahead and move on to somebody new after a breakup?
Mm-hmm. And what's the next one?
And how long does it take before you can move on to somebody new if the person you're dating dies? I think that's a cool conversation to have because I feel like maybe there shouldn't be no time frame. If you
Right.
dead, if you died today, and a nigga went outside and hit something tonight, it ain't gonna make you any less dead. Like, I'm just saying that could just be one thought process, not my thought process, just one thought process.
Yeah,
so
of course.
Tune in next week. We're probably gonna be hurting some people's feelings and enjoying this beautiful thing we call Sundays. We appreciate y'all.
Definitely.
Go get your JaySin merch.
Please.
Go get your merchandise. So let me get the band.
Please.
Go get your merchandise.
JaySin merch.
Go do it. Go subscribe, like, follow, share, all that good shit.
Everything on all major
go
platforms.
Destroy that like button.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, we are live streaming every Sunday, usually at 11. Today we did noon just because it was the first day back after vacation. But usually it is 11.
Yes.
So going forward, we will be back at 11 o'clock. And as soon as this is done, if you can't make the live stream, go to Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, all those places, and you can actually listen to the podcast. Just look us up and subscribe.
Exactly.
All right, we out of here, folks. I'll let y'all.
Chill.